Hey guys, I was just letting you know, last night we did the video about what happened after my son's shots at 15 months. And I wanted to go into depth about what did happen. What was life like after his shots? He began sucking his thumb. He'd never done that before. He'd done it a little bit, but it was more of a secure thing. It was more something with comfort. He began doing his hands to his mouth like this, like they were on fire. Have no idea, what that was about. And he began drooling. Also, what took place, meltdowns. And not a tantrum, because tantrums are cognitive. A meltdown that kind of resembled a seizure. He didn't know what he had done. It was just completely like he had blacked out. And then he was fine. He got up and he was fine. And then sometimes, temper tantrums do turn into meltdowns. But this was full on out meltdowns. And he started screaming. He started doing high-pitched screams. He also started doing the auditing. Because he wasn't talking, he became nonverbal. Going from making full sentences, walking straight, not being clumsy, other than when he was a baby, when he was learning to walk. Everything he progressed, he hit every milestone, all the way up to 15 months. And it was like he just went backwards. He just went completely backwards. And it took us for a whirlwind. He always, with going out in crowds, that is hard with a child with a sensory processing disorder on the autistic spectrum. And that's part of the autistic spectrum, this SPD. You can't go out in public. It's like you're always walking on eggshells around your child. And it's like everything has to be perfect. Everything, he lined things up, and if anything happened to that lineup that he had going on, you mess that up, you're in for a world of hell. So that was signs of OCD. I didn't want to think this could happen. I didn't want to. My family member, she finally woke me up to this possibility that this could have happened. Not to the fact that the vaccinations, but that this has happened. And, it wasn't until later, like a little bit later, when I started researching what has caused this with my child. He wasn't born this way. He all of a sudden just does this overnight. And so I started to research. I started to, I wanted to not believe, I know if you're a parent who is for the vaccines and you're like, they don't cause autism, they don't cause this, they don't cause that. I know where you are. Because I was once there. I was all for vaccines. I was like, yes, I'm going to give my kids shots and, they're going to be healthy. No, they're not. Because, first of all, the vaccines cause shedding, which means that, and that's the live viruses. So they come out your nasal, they come out your mouth, through saliva, they come out through fecal matter. That's shedding, folks. And that shedding causes them to be contagious afterwards. So, no, your child is not healthy if you vaccinate, because not to mention the formaldehyde, the aluminum, the mercury, the antifreeze, there's a chemical compound for that. The aborted fetal cells. That's not right. That's not healthy. Research before you vaccinate your child, because not only, you may think that your child will not be that one, you think 1%, but it happened to my child, happened to my fiance's child, which we consider, ours. It happens to so many people. Don't think that your child cannot be affected. Do not think that. Because it can happen to you. It can happen to your child at any time in their life. So please, educate yourself. And there's so much more that I want to cover that has happened with my son. There's so much. But research before you do anything. And don't listen to the media, because the media is bought. The media is bought. This company makes billions of dollars. The pharmaceutical company, the vaccine company, they make billions of dollars off of your health, off of your bad health. Pharmacies don't make cures, they make customers. And the thing is, doctors, the vaccine manufacturers, pharmaceutical companies, they have no liability if something happens to your child or yourself. None. That's why $3 billion have been paid out to the people that have been vaccine injured or vaccine damaged, and then the babies that have passed because of shots, because of the vaccines. And yet there's no proof. How about you, media? How about you cover some real stuff for once? Y'all have a great day. Just something to think about. Just give me some feedback. Later.